reading. This is a general message for you guys. Let's see what the universe has to say to you today. So as you can see, you have some cards on the table already. You have the card of the self. You also have the number 42 card that has to do with shadows here. This is a new deck I got. It's called the Solace deck. So we're working with it today, see how I feel, see how it does, reading for you guys. So what we do here is we're going to get started with a little bit of an in general, high level type of message with the Oracle decks, just to see what I'm dealing with today. And then we'll go into more and more detail through tarot cards as the reading moves along. Okay, so get comfortable. Hopefully you guys find this reading and get a message out of it. That is the intention. All right. So first and foremost, it's making me feel like I think it's really good. Okay. So the card of the self right now, you are focused on something that has to do with either your character, your personality, you know, the role that you play in this world as a person, right? Like yourself, who you are, what you stand for in some way. But the shadow card over here is giving me a little bit of concern, just because this does have to do with certain phobias that we might have, and making excuses in our head from passing or breaking through these certain types of mental blockages. I think that if somebody were to say, you know, sort of call you out on it and be like, hey, Libra, like, you know, are you okay? Right? Like you're making too much of a big deal out of this thing for nothing. I think the Libra is going to come back and be like, no, everything's okay. This is just who I am, right? Like I don't feel like doing this thing, whatever phobia it is that you're trying to, or that the universe is trying to push on you at this time. And so, but I just think it's like, is an ignorance, or you just don't know that you may be dealing with this, right? So giving an example. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit personal situation. I am a Libra rising. So when this card came out, it sort of hit me a little bit because I don't go anywhere these days. I haven't gone anywhere or wanted to go anywhere. I have no desire to step out of my home in a while, you know? And to me, it's perfectly okay. Like I'm perfectly fine being home. Like everything comes to my door. You know, I don't have to go out and get it. I have everything I need, right? Like my sanctuary is here. Everything is here. So to me, in my mind, there's nothing wrong with it. But maybe to an outsider who is looking in, maybe there's something wrong, right? And going into the psyche here with the self and reflecting and having a conversation with yourself about this might be what is in store for you coming up soon. There may be something that the universe is going to put on your lap here that says, that's going to sort of make you have this conversation and realization with yourself that maybe this is a phobia and this is more than what you think it is to be. Does that make sense? So it feels like that. Like it doesn't feel like you're bothered by it, but there may be a situation that comes up later that causes you to sort of look at that and think to yourself, like, do I have a problem? You know? All right, let's see. This is another deck here. It's called What's the Vibe? See what else I'm dealing with the Libra today, please. Libra, come through. This is Libra going through at this time. Okay, love affair. Now in this card, it does say dirty little secret, sex fix down low. Now I don't know if we're dealing with really low level vibes today, or this just has to do with the yearning that you may have, or is this your phobia, right? Getting into a relationship, and is it a phobia or a fear that love stands for hurt, pain, betrayal, this low-level energy, right? Maybe you have not experienced a healthy love relationship yet. We're also dealing with the phobia that someone is cheating. Okay, so that is coming through very clearly. The majority of you are concerned that your person or somebody of significance in your life is not being honest with you. If you're not dealing with that, this is why you're not dealing with anyone. For some of you, you may be single because you either dealt with this previously, like recently, or you have a fear of dealing with this type of energy, which is understandable. You also have ghoul. In the shadows I dwell, feeding on what I can, not remembering when was the last time that life tasted well. This is definitely something in the shadows. This is something that is in your psyche that if you dwell on it long enough, you will manifest this energy form in your life somehow. So this is either you are attracting exactly what you don't want, right? Which is this low level, low vibing, hurtful love affair. There's an obsession with thinking this way for somebody here. Whether you know it or not, I'm getting that strongly. Whether you know it or not, whether you acknowledge it, you know, like to you, it's perfectly healthy to feel and think of relationships and partnerships in this way, to not trust easily, to have your guard up. You know, it's perfectly healthy, but maybe it's going too far. Demon, the temptation of living, the fear of regret, dancing among the ashes from the flames of hell. Yeah. I mean, this is dramatic. Okay. It's dramatic. I understand that. I like the cards. That's why I'm using them. But thinking of it in a realistic manner of a human being with emotions, thoughts, experience, trauma, you know, all these things that us as humans go through, right? We can create these energy forms either within our bodies or externally. They don't have to literally look like a demon or a ghost. We're not talking about that literal form. We're talking about a metaphorical connection between what these mystical creatures represent in a realistic environment, right? Thinking to yourself that people in your environment are not, you cannot trust them in some way, whether they are in your life now or they are a thought, right? Like if you socialize, if you go out into the scene, say you're single, if you get into the dating scene, this is what you're going to be met with. You might as well not even do it. And you believe this so strongly that it's become an obsession and it's taken its own form within your belief system. Okay. And also what I'm getting is, I feel like this is what you want more than anything. You want the partnership, you want the connections, you want the relationships. Whether that's romantic, platonic, doesn't matter. But you've been hurt probably, and you've dwelled on this hurt for so long that it's created itself within your psyche, within your emotional body, somehow, some way. Now it's just who you are and what you represent and stand for. Does that make sense? All right. Let's go into the tarot, get some more specifics. What is the personal energy for the Libra that I'm reading for today? Mind, heart, body, soul, please. Personal energy of the Libra today. Libra. Libra, Libra. Ooh, the Fool. Nice. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, you have a lot of passion. You want a new start. You want to get going. You want something new. But the mind is holding you back somehow. There's a lot of drive. There's a lot of futuristic thinking. There's this yearning to take a leap. Maybe some of you actually are in contact with another person, you know, and you like them or you want to trust them or something like that, but you just can't. But you're so passionate about it, you know, like it's fun and it's fresh and it's new, and you either are in an opportunity to feel that, or you're trying to manifest that and create that in your life. For those of you that are trying to manifest this new, fresh, fun, loving energy, very passionate energy, and you are coming up against it and you think to yourself, like, why can't I have that? Or this is not happening or whatever. This darkness, this shadow realm of you is preventing it. It's putting up the blockage. The Eight of Swords is this, what is it? I'm getting the word or the feeling of not ruminating, I guess obsessing, very much overthinking. There's this anxiety I'm also getting as well. Maybe you have an opportunity to start something new. You want to go full force. You want to take a leap, but you're anxious, you're fearful, you have doubt, you're second guessing yourself. You are making excuses as to why you cannot do the thing. You're making excuses. No judgment, but that is coming through strong. What else for the Libra? This is in your environment. So in your surroundings, it could be people around you, situations, circumstances you find yourself in. Yeah, there's the other person. There's the romance. For those of you who are dealing with that, some of you expect an apology. Somebody has to put away their pride. I don't think it's you. In order, whoever it is that is in your life that we're talking about right now, somebody has to drop their ego and suck it up. And it's like they owe you an apology. They need to make something right. They need to fix something. If they didn't do anything super bad, but they've been withholding their feelings for you, they're not open enough. Maybe that's another reason why you think they're hiding something, because they are hesitant to express their emotions for you. But in order to get this ball rolling and get this going and go to the next phase or the next level between you and this person, they need to come and be open and vulnerable. You want to take the leap with this person, but you're completely fearful and anxious about it. There's something that they are holding on to here. What is this? They feel like if they were to express and take this leap with you, they know that things will go to the next level. I think that they fear losing control. The Strength card isn't so much about control, but in this case, it's making me feel like that. Like losing control in the sense of, you know how like when you fall in love or you just like you're hot and bothered for somebody and like you're just super connected with them. And you're like, what's the word? Like there's magnetism and you're around them, you feel like you need them, right? Like something like that. Does that make sense? Like this person is trying to tame their passion in some way. It's therefore control, you know. So they are resisting. They are resisting as much as possible. That's sad. Why are they resisting? So 6 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. I'm losing my voice. Oh my God, here we go. 6 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. I think that they feel like something is not going to be mutual. They know that there's a connection. They know that there is a purity of emotion here. That's what I always get with the 6 of Cups card, is purity of emotion, right? So their intention, their feelings are pure, are real. They wonder if you feel the same way. I don't know if you've spoken on this yet. What is the 8 of Swords? Nine of Wands. Or is that the 9 of Swords? Oh, I think it's this 9 of Swords. King of Wands, Death. Okay. You come from an experience that is really bad. Okay, with the King of Wands, Death card here, that changed you. A previous lifetime, a previous, in your past, even in this life, even this thing affected you so strongly. This thing with another person. You don't want to make the same mistakes that you did with them. You know that this can change you even. It's like you went through a death rebirth. You went through a loss. You went through dark night of the soul, like whatever, due to a person who had complete control over you in your past. And you think that this is the same as before. You know logically that this is not the same as before, right? Because you know this is a whole other person. What you went through before, you probably have PTSD. And those types of dynamics do that to you. So sorry that you went through that. This is not that person. This is something different. At the same time, I don't think this person is making it any easier by holding back the way they are. We all come with baggage. So I don't know if this person has their own baggage that they come with. So because you are holding back, they see that as a red flag as well. Okay, let's get into some more detail here using a different deck. We're going to break down the next 30 days for you. Also get some more information on this situation that you're in. The next 2 to 3 weeks, we have the World. Straight. I don't feel like it is. Hopefully that's good. Okay, the World card. Yeah, a big moment for the Libra right now. Big changes happening in their life. Beautiful. 10 of Cups. Two of Swords. And the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So in the next 1 to 2 weeks, at this time even, there is an opportunity to start again to like time jump into a new timeline, like get out of this cycle that you're in. Seeing this person or this situation with this person is triggering an opportunity for you to either do the same thing over and over, right? Like your pattern of, I don't know, creating a bond or a relationship with somebody. Like, can you say, if you think about it, that this is your pattern, right? You do this with everyone, basically. Or can you jump out of it? And can you do something different this time? Even if it's a little change, that little change will lead to a big change, right? There is opportunity for emotional fulfillment, but your mind is definitely holding you back here with the Two of Swords. Your anxiety, your doubt, your fear is completely a blockage. There is a need to learn how to release these fears in order to build and get onto the same page with another person here. In order to get out of the mental chaos. And if there's any toxicity that you are projecting, like low-level behaviors, or even you're attracting people who are projecting that, unknowingly, because of your thought processes, you're attracting that at this time. What else for the Libra, please? Maiden of Swords. So this is the Page of Swords. King of Wands. Oh no, there's that King of Wands card. The Hanged Man. This card just flew out of my hand. The universe is saying to be quiet and do not communicate with the King of Wands here. Like, use all of your power to refrain yourself from opening up lines of communication between you and this person. Seven of Swords. I'm telling you, there's nothing good that can be had from speaking with this person. This person wants to come in with a love offer. It's showing you that they can be humble and that they can put their pride away. They want to go further and make a change here. You want something new. How can going to the past relate to new energy? Can somebody tell me that? Like, if you want to move forward and you want a new life and you want to keep going and manifesting and creating the life that you want and getting out of what you've been through and overcoming what you've been through, how is going to your past going to help you continue moving forward? Don't you think that that is counterintuitive, right? Like, that doesn't make sense. Eight of Swords. Sorry if you didn't like that. I take a drink of water. Okay. Well, there's a lot going on here. At the end of the 30-day period, you have Six of Cups, Queen of Cups, Eight of Swords, Ace of Swords as well. There's communication coming through. You're getting messages. You're getting some kind of inclination that this King of Wands is back in in your environment, in your energy somehow. Okay. They may be telling you things like, I've changed. I see things from a different perspective. The time that I spent away from you, maybe the both of you were silent and you weren't speaking very much. With the Hanged Man, allowed them to see things differently. But the Seven of Swords is right there. And if you know anything about tarot, you know Seven of Swords is not always the best. This is the worst card. Everything has a balance. Everything has a good and bad, right? But Seven of Swords gets a bad rap. It's not my favorite card in the tarot. I don't really like what it stands for. I'm all about doing what you want. Okay, but if you're going to do what you want, why hide it? Why lie? Why be secretive? Why beat around the bush? Why hurt sometimes us doing what we want involves hurting someone else, right? Hurting someone's feelings. So I get that. But at the end of the day, right? If you need to hurt someone's feelings because you're honest about what you want for yourself, then so be it. Right? That's the best thing that you can do for the other person. Instead of beating around the bush, playing games, lying, betraying, hurting people in those ways. So there's a lot of that comes with the Seven of Swords, right? Definitely getting away somehow. And I'm also feeling getting away with something. So not just getting away, but getting away with something. Okay. So I don't know what that is, but they're playing on your emotions for sure. They're playing on the love that you have, on your heart, on your empathy, your compassion, your ability to forgive, on the fact that they know that because they're so familiar that you will feel safe, right, in this weird low-level energy. But that Eight of Swords is still here. I don't think that this 30-day period is going to resolve anything, to be honest, unless you make a change. The only way is if you make a change. Tarot is a high possibility, but it's not the end-all be-all of life, right? You are still in control. Knowing this information, you can still make a change and do something different. Because at the end of the day, the end of this whole period, you're still in this Eight of Swords energy at the end. Yes, there's more clarity and truth here. And hopefully you cut through this anxiety, fear, doubt, right? With the Ace of Swords, cutting through the bullshit pretty much. I would say don't focus on them so much. Focus on why you're feeling how you're feeling. Where is that coming from? How can you heal that? How can you make that better? That's what, in my opinion, needs to be focused on. They can distract, which is probably what they're doing, is distracting. These cards over here already told me from the get-go that you're dealing with something shitty. It's not like if every card in these two decks are shitty like this, right? You got some pretty low-level cards here. And I know it's not you. The only thing that you're doing is giving this attention. Go toward that new, fresh energy. Get excited about that stuff. Get excited about the unknown. Don't go to the known. The known, you already know how this ends. You already know how this plays out. Why would you want to replay that again? Advice from the universe, because I'm about to lose my voice and I know I sound really bad. So let's wrap this reading up for the Libra, please. We've gone 28 minutes, not bad. Libra. What is the advice for the Libra? Like the video if you got anything out of it. I would really appreciate it. Receptivity, be open to receiving love and abundance. This is not the only place that you can receive love from. By you just thinking, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, you thinking that the only love you can feel is from this person, you're blocking yourself from receiving it from somewhere new, from the thing that wants to come in. Trust the process of your journey. Serenity, find serenity within your mind and heart. Yeah, there's a lot of work that needs to be done on the self. And that's what I was saying. Focus on the self. The self card is here from the get-go. You're working on your trust issues. You cannot work on your trust issues by entertaining someone in your life who is untrustworthy. You know, release, accept the situation for what it is. Accept it, forgive it, let it go, right? Like my grandma would say, vaya con Dios, I think. Like, let God take it. Let the universe take it, you know? Release it. Start to focus on you, okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much for your time and energy. I really appreciate your time, and I love reading for you guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.